Hello, friends of the internet. Welcome back to the Driven Dave YouTube channel. I'm really happy to have you here. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Today, I'm very excited about today for many reasons, but you can see the reasons right here. I've got some really cool new mud flaps from my friends at Motrobe. And so be sure to check the link in the description, get some of these for yourself. I will show you some footage of unboxing these. But one of the things that I really wanted to point out, in addition to obviously like the great features of having mud flaps on your car, which is like, in my mind, a must-have accessory for your Tesla Model 3. And I'm pretty sure they have these for the Model Y as well, so be sure to check that out. I've had mud flaps on my car the whole time I've had it, pretty much, you know, except for like a few weeks when I first got the car. However, the mud flaps that I've had on the car, the quality isn't very good. And I mean, they're okay, but they're like really rigid. So if I end up hitting something on the freeway, they'll just break. And you can also end up causing some body damage to your fenders and bumper and stuff like that. So the cool thing about the Motrobe ones is, if you notice, these are very flexible. So they're like firm, they're gonna hold their shape and of course look really cool, but they're also gonna flex if you happen to hit something, and they're not gonna like destroy themselves immediately, which mine have done. I've already gone through, I think, 2 on the left front and then 1 on the left rear of the old style. So really excited today to be upgrading to these Motrobe flaps. And I'm gonna show you the whole installation process. In the unboxing, you will see, I don't know where I put anything now. Here we go. As I mentioned, you know, one thing that's great is of course the flexible rubber design, but the other like huge plus in my book, besides the fact that they're going to give you like some free tools, which it's always nice to have in your toolbox, but the clips that they're going to be using for the installation are very much like an OEM Tesla style. So they just kind of push in and then you can actually pop them out again. The ones that my other mud flaps came with are kind of like a screw design. And man, once those things are in, they are next to impossible to remove. So this is a much better design, and really happy to see that. So I'm going to be upgrading I'll be upgrading my car in a number of ways, not just cool looks, not just the flexibility, but also like better clips. So really, really great stuff. Really excited about that. So I'm going to dive in and tell you what to do. Wish me luck. Okay, friends. So here we are. We are at the front of the car, front left. And this is where all the bad things happened. This is the remainder of the mud flap that was on my car and has since snapped itself right off. I don't even remember what I hit, but it was not pretty. So as I mentioned, I've got these really super duper annoying style of like screw things. They do a good job of like holding the mud flap in place, but ooh, I don't like wrestling with these, and I'm not really sure what my strategy is going to be here. They do have like a little screw head, but it's very hard to get a screwdriver into them, so you need a really small screwdriver. Luckily, Motrobe has supplied me with a small screwdriver, I think with the intention of removing the stock clips, which, like I said, much easier and much better. The problem with these is you get a screwdriver in there and it just doesn't even want to turn, and it just wants to break. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. This should be a really super duper easy installation process. If you haven't had mud flaps before and you've just got a stock Tesla, this should take you 5 minutes at most. It just pop them right out. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative here. We may go into some time lapse mode. I've got a few different like trim tools here, which normally you won't need for this process at all, but I just need to get something in there. I also recommend having a knee pad, so that way you can not tear up your jeans and your knees while you're doing this. So let's see, how do I do this? Oh, and of course, turn your wheel all the way to the left. And then for the passenger side, you'll go the other way, of course. Just need to get something in here, get some leverage on it to start. Like I said, they do a good job of hanging on. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I wonder if I could just get this up in there, give it a little persuasive pull. All right, I got it to move a little bit. Start there. At least I can get the tool in there. What inevitably happens is I end up breaking the head off of this thing, and then you've really got problems. Also, wouldn't be a bad idea to wear gloves while you're doing this process. Oh, come on. Like I said, this screw style is really awful. Now, inevitably, one of you out there is a much better wrench than me, and you're probably screaming at your phone right now, saying, don't do that. And you know, I don't blame you. There we go. Managed to break that part. So now I might be able to actually... That whole thing broke off. This is a nightmare. I wish I had just reused the stock clips, because then this would have been, we would have the new mud flap on already. Hey, good, got that off. I just need to get this out at this point. And then this kind of clips onto the fender. Wow, man, that got pretty messed up. Scratched my fender a little bit too. All right. So now, this is the hard part, really. I take my needle nose and try not to destroy my hands. This is where I should be wearing gloves. Right, so went and grabbed some tools. Got some better pliers, so I'm going to try these and see if that works, but I'm not very hopeful. So I'm going to get the old clip remover 9000 here, and just going to very carefully get at this. I'm going to start with a small bit. Now I'd like to make it very clear that this Motrobe kit does not require drilling. So I'm not drilling into the car, I'm just drilling into the existing clip, and I don't want to go any further than that. Because I don't know where the battery pack starts, and I don't want to find out. So we're just going to try and just carefully get through the center of this thing. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think I'll move up. Leverage here. Hey, look at that. I got the plug out, so now I should be able to just pull the, yeah. Very effective clips. I just don't recommend them. So, there you have it. Now we get to install the new one. I'm just gonna get a rag and I'm gonna clean this up. So for now, and this is probably not the right kind of cleaner, but I'm just gonna use some glass cleaner and a microfiber. I'm just gonna clean up this area because, you know, you're not gonna be able to get in here very often. I'm just gonna hit that, try and get all that mud dislodged from in there. And top tip, you can usually find this at Walmart for like $3, which really good glass cleaner. And with the other side of the cloth, I'm just gonna clean up my fender. My car needs a wash real bad. As you can see, it just rained. Cool. So now, and FL, front left. As you can see, just goes on the car like that. And it's got this little groove here that lines up with the fender, the body panel right here, and a little clip right here that's gonna tuck into this little lip right here. So it should be real easy. You're gonna line up these holes here. So we got one hole here, one hole here. We're lining those up. And we just need to get, oh yeah, that just clips right into place. So you can see it's already fitting nicely. So all we need to do, I love these new style, factory style. So you just put the collar in first, and that kind of lines everything up. I'm gonna do the other one as well. This part should be super easy. So we're gonna do the same thing. Take the little collar, make sure that the hole is lined up real nice. There it is. So you can see both of those are lined up. All you have to do is just pop that clip in. Boom, good to go. And that is that. It's as easy as that. And like I said, this has a little bit of give to it, which is really, really nice. And should you ever find that you need to replace these, you just pop a screwdriver into the little, see? And it comes right out. Oops, dropped it. There's no need for the tab remover 9000 or whatever I called it. And see? And they come right out and they're reusable. So these are really a huge upgrade, huge upgrade. And what I like to do is kind of make sure that I have these angled so that I can pop a screwdriver in real easy. But there you go, new mud flap, and it looks super, super duper good. So now I'm gonna go around the back side of the car and we're gonna do the left rear. Okay, my friends, here we are at the rear of the vehicle. Hoping that this part goes super smoothly. I'm cautiously optimistic. Now, you can just take, I believe it's a 10 millimeter, but I decided I was going to use the tool that's included with the Motrobe kit just to show you, you don't need any fancy tools for this job. So there is a little 10 mil down here, and it's pretty easy to find. And so I'm just going to take my, this is a cool little 10 mil. It's worth it just to have an extra, like, in case you need to get into a tight spot. You know, especially those of you with like Hondas, and you know who you are. 10 mils, you know what I'm saying? Toyotas. All right, so there's our 10 mil bolt. We're going to save that because we're going to need it. And then, looks like fortune has smiled upon us this day with a factory style clip back here. So I'm gonna just get my screwdriver, or I may be able to take my trim tool. Nah, not this one. I need my little Motrobe screwdriver, which I left over here. A lot of you DIY folks out there, you already know this. The hardest part of any job is just having the right tools and knowing where they are. But yeah, this little screwdriver is slick, man. Gets right up in there. And the rear is challenging. There we go. Look at that, just comes right out. And then bam, got your whole mud flap off. Or in this case, you wouldn't really have anything here. You just have the clip and the little bolt. So piece of cake. I'm gonna grab my rag and just clean this area up. And just my heart is full of gratitude in this moment that this came off so easy. Oh, I was worried. Like I said, if you don't have mud flaps already, this is really even easier. Much easier, as a matter of fact. So again, just kind of giving that a good wipe. And you want to get into that rocker there. See all of that? Gross. This is going to go in the bin after we're done here. Okay, so the new one, this is going to be real easy. Just going to line up that hole, clips into position. You know, I could probably reuse that clip, honestly, but since Motrobe gave me these nice new ones, I'm going to use theirs. So again, just pop the collar in, and then try to leave the tab kind of facing out, so that way if you need to replace it, you can, and you're done. Boom. Look at that. Like I said, it's got this nice flexible give to it. Forgot this. Whoops. Easy enough. Just run that in by hand. We're going to tighten it down. Great. And I think it looks fantastic. I'm going to show you. Look at that. And I know, too many tools, it's overkill. I just wasn't sure what I was going to need. But I think that looks super duper slick. I love it. All right, I'm going to do the other side. I'll probably do it in fast forward mode, time lapse. So I might also add that on the one I just did, these were the only tools I used. And they are the tools that came with the kit. So I wasn't cheating. So as I mentioned, already got this. Now we just need to get the clip. A little screwdriver in there. Easy now. Don't break. Yep. Such a good design. Just comes right out. Bam. No big deal. This is how it should be for most of you. Oof. Man, that gets dirty. You know, it's just from like 1 year. So we're just going to line this up. There's that clip up here that just kind of grabs the body. Like I said, since I have new clips, I'm going to use a new clip. but you wouldn't have to if you didn't want to. I also like that the channel to fit a tool in there is a little bit bigger on these than the ones that I had. And there's that. And now don't forget 10 mil. Again, just run that on by hand and follow it up with your tool. If you did want to use like a traditional socket wrench, you know, that ratchets, might save you a minute, but you really wouldn't need it. All right, so we got that. One more, 3 down. So this is the one I've been dreading. So all I need to do now is get in the car, turn the wheel. So here we go, back with my old friends again. Get my other tools. Clean it up. And Colton, if you're watching, you know, please look the other way. I know this is wrong. By the way, if you haven't checked out Colton from Out of Spec Detailing, he does some really terrific videos. If you want to know the right way to do stuff, check out Colton. He runs Clear Detail out in Fort Collins area. So check that out. We're going to line up these holes, and again, you're just going to look for this little clip and this little, follow this line. And this is just a great product. And I might add, you know, generally companies send me products that they want me to review, and it's very rare that I request a product to review. And this is a product that I requested because I needed them. And Motrobe was nice enough to send these out. And they have been patiently waiting for this video because I just have not had adequate filming time to make sure I did this properly. And so I'd like to thank them for their patience and thank them for the really superior product that they have sent me. I am loving this already. And the installation is so easy. And looks like we have looks like we have 3 extra clips in case you need them. So there you have it. I'm gonna clean up my stuff, then we'll do a little walk around to the car so you can see how it looks with the new Mudflaps. So now we've got everything installed. Let's take a look. So here's the driver's side. Very nice. Sorry my car's so dirty, but like I said, it just rained. Driver's side rear, beautiful. Passenger side rear, terrific. And passenger side front, beautiful. And again, look at how nicely those flex. That's going to be really great. Here's one of the old ones that I had installed, and see how it doesn't flex at all. So you hit something and this thing could just cause all kinds of body damage. So these are going in the bin. And yeah, do yourself a favor, get some of these Motrobes. I think you're gonna love them. I'm a huge fan already. And again, it really helps to keep the side of your car clean, protects from debris that fly up on the road, which especially after a rain, I mean, you just see like how dirty my driveway is. You know, imagine what's on the freeways right now. It's terrible. And just look at like how much more sporty the car looks with the mud flaps. It really just kind of fills out the fender wells. It makes the wheels look bigger. Huge fan of these. So be sure to check out the Motrobe mud flaps. Check out their Amazon store. I'll have links for all of that. They've got some really cool accessories. And, you know, again, thank you, Motrobe, for sending these out. I'm just loving them. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Until next time, stay driven. Bye-bye.